Who are you?
I'm Sebastian A de Ruffray, and I'm a Chilean designer.
And you had a conversation with Sarah Mino?
Yes, basically this was a project that we built together with Sarah that ended up being this sort of exhibition that I'm showing in Paris for 2 weeks now.
And it's about upcycling?
Yeah, it basically all revolves around the idea of upcycling, and I want to propose different ways of upcycling the material to go hopefully further than what we usually expect. And yeah, I mean, trying to explore other areas of expression. I'm a fashion designer, but I would like to maybe embrace other stuff. Amiga, estás haciendo mucho ruido. Sorry.
Let's take me through this.
Yes.
It's very interesting. So the name of your brand is Objet Trouve?
No, basically,
That's the name
Objet
of
Trouve
the
is the name
space.
is the name of the exhibition.
Okay.
So the idea was to find T-shirts that not necessarily you will find in like a vintage shop or something like that. I really wanted to embrace this kind of found object idea. So
It's like
we
crying almost.
yeah, I mean the idea was also to treat the material as an haute couture piece and to have this speech between what's a garment, what's an art piece, and what's actually a luxury garment. I think there's like a lot of questions that can propose.
So a
through
lot
the-
of time goes into it.
A lot. So for the development of this installation, I worked with Shanagar, which is embroidery company. That they very
In Chile or where?
no, they're based in India. So they're one of the most important suppliers for luxury brands in Paris. They work with Celine and other luxury brands.
Great.
And my idea was to push them to hopefully work with this vintage T-shirt as if they were like the most luxurious haute couture dresses.
That's great.
And yeah, for me also, for my work, I always work with like be careful with your feet.
Thank you. I don't want to fall.
I always work with like a very recognizable elements. I like how people can feel attached to the objects quite easily. So in this case, the logos are what I will use as elements of attraction, let's say, but to propose it in a semi-abstract way. That's the whole idea. But I want to, of course, use things that people can relate. And most of the T-shirts were found in Paris, but also in Chile and Berlin, different areas. I sourced more than this one. This was like the finest selection of T-shirts because I wanted also like interesting artworks and different colors, so you could work with different thread qualities as well.
Because I noticed like this season there's so many collections that have threads.
Ah, yes?
Yeah, you didn't notice?
No, I haven't really
Well, you're right
noticed.
on the trend.
We're proposing trends. Yeah, but the thing is that also we try to use different thread qualities. So you have wool, you have lurex, and you have how to say the other one? I think it's
How's it
this
going to
one.
be when you wash it?
That's also another question. Is it to actually wear? Is it just to like
on your wall?
visualize, put it on your wall? Is it
It is like an art
like a
piece, for
textile
sure.
artwork or a clothes? I think that's depends
Did
on
you
every
try
person.
to wash it or never?
No, they haven't never been washed. No, I didn't really try. And the labels, they all have like it's a series. So there's 23 T-shirts, and they're all identified with one like unique number, basically.
And they're all for sale, right?
They're all for sale.
God, I'm
Yes.
going to trip again.
They're all for sale, but it's a unique piece. It's not possible
so
to
how much
reproduce.
would it cost?
Each one is 1,500 euros.
Okay.
And
how do they get in touch with you? Is
they
this
can-
a website, Objet Trouve?
they can get in touch through my website or through my Instagram. I think that's kind of the most direct
And
way.
what is your Instagram?
It's Sevali, Sevali, low. How do you say that? Low key.
The underscore?
Underscore, exactly.
Okay. Very nice.
I'm glad you like
their
it.
artwork. They're beautiful.
It's really delicate, and if you look carefully, also the actual artwork is intervened. that you have it on the textile as well, because you could believe that it's just like the fringes, but it's actually fully embroidered on the inside as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They're beautiful.
Thank you so
And
much.
did you do these paintings also on the side?
Yes, I mean it's my solo show, so basically it's all my artworks.
Doing it
Yes,
again.
these two, the black one and the white one at the front, are from my from the time I did a collaboration with the Lafayette Anticipation. So 2 years ago there was the Margelle exhibition. Probably you went as well.
I was there, yes.
Yes, so I was part of the public program for that exhibition, in
It
which
was when Rebecca just started.
exactly, yes,
her
she will probably
curation.
come today,
Yeah.
and basically,
I'll tell her hello because I probably will be gone.
yeah. Basically, what happened was that during that exhibition, I was in charge of the like upcycling workshops, and we developed these two artworks in during the residency. So we put like these textiles in the floor in the middle of the space, and people were like cutting pieces and gluing them and like creating like a sort of like collaborative composition. And I saved those textiles and I kind of thought about how I could like reinterpret what I already did and how to upcycle or upgrade what I already did. So that's how I thought about proposing it in like
So some is denim and you have fabrics and
yeah, it's interesting
a
as
lot
well.
of denim, right?
Yeah, it's cool to see how each monochromatic frame has different garments depending on what we found. So, for example, there's a gray one that is a lot about like the hoodies. You will see one with the and it's also interesting to see how the textile reacts with the varnish, because some of them absorb completely the varnish. Some of them that are like more like polyester or like more synthetic fabrics, they really have this kind of shine finishing. So it really depends. And I can show you also behind the wall, the secret room.
The secret room. Okay.
Which
Is Sarah coming?
Sarah, I think is not coming, but I think Carla is coming.
I'm
Carla,
sure
what?
well, Carla's based here.
But I'm so happy you came.
It's a great space.
It's such a beautiful space.
Amazing
Yes. I'm
space.
very, very, very grateful for them to give me the opportunity, of course.
Yes.
So
Chairs are nice. You did the chairs
Yes.
as well? Great.
So at the end, like, it's the same exercise, how to upcycle materials in an unexpected way, to propose new ways of upcycling.
Great.
And
It should
again,
be in the Pinot Foundation,
I would love.
wouldn't it? It would be
Let's
nice.
hope. But what I wanted to say about the chairs is that, again, it's exploring maybe other areas, the area of furniture design. So,
Which is
yeah,
great.
I would say the t-shirts are more like fashion oriented. Then you have the artworks, which is more of an abstraction, and then it's this, which is like maybe another area.
So how did this all begin for you? How old were you when you started?
I mean, I moved to Europe when I was 20. I moved to Milano and I was living there for 6 months. And then I moved to London to do my studies. I did my BA and then I did my master's in London in CSM. And then I moved to Paris 2016 to work for Vetements.
Oh, great.
Yes, it was quite like an unexpected change because I met Debna and he kind of invited me to work with him. And then I moved here. And what's a very funny story was that when I was speaking with Sarah about what we could do, she was like, yeah, I mean, are you okay with showing in Paris? I was like, yeah, I didn't know you had a space in Paris. I thought it was the Fondazione Sozzani was only in Milano. And she's like, no, you should come to the space to see and maybe get inspired of how you can accomplish what we're talking about and see. So I arrived to this space and I'm like, I know this space, and it's because when I was working at Vetements, this was the showroom for Vetements. So I was like,
No.
yes, and I was like, last
That's
time I came
wild.
here, I was an intern. I just arrived to Paris, and now I
How
have
many
the
years in
opportunity.
between?
2016, so
So like 7 years.
7 years, yes.
Wow, that's a lot of progress, huh? So how old are you now?
I'm 33.
And you're based now in Paris?
I'm based in Paris, yes, since like 4 years already.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
I have an